How to teach your children about money. I didn't learn about money from my parents. I learned about money from my grandparents. The only thing I heard that my stepdad told me was to save money for a rainy day. My mom never said anything to me about money. The only thing I heard her say was she was broke all the time. And my grandmother, what she said to me of anything about money was, oh, if you get credit card offers, cut the credit cards up. So that's really all I heard about money, and that's nothing. So how do you start training your children? So I'm an author. You can get the book called The ABCs of Wealth Building for children. Okay? And you can start reading that book to your child. Your child could be 1 year old, 5 years old, 15 years old. You can have adult children. My book is for everybody. The ABCs of Wealth Building on Amazon. You can get it, right now. We're also coming up with a coloring book, so we were just waiting for that to be in production. So the ABCs of Wealth Building is a way to start your children understanding money. Okay? Your children need to understand money. Just like you didn't understand money, I didn't understand money. It is our duty to learn about money. It is our duty to learn about wealth. It is our duty to be wealthy and rich. Okay? So once we start training our children will be more confident around money. Money makes you confident. Like literally, money makes you confident. And money allows you to do things like this, right? Go travel the world, right? Pay your bills on time. Get the car you want. Drive the car you want. Live in the house you want. Eat the food you want. Do the things that you truly want to do without feeling like, damn, I got to pay this bill back. Or damn, I'm in head over my heels in debt, right? So we should have wealth at the forefront of our minds. If you're a Christian, you should be thinking about building wealth. If you are any type of religion that believes in God, God believes in abundance, in prosperity, right? He believes in that. So we got to instill certain things, right? Your kids shouldn't have $1,000 iPhone if you broke. Your kids shouldn't have every sneaker if you broke. Your kids shouldn't have every PlayStation if you broke. You shouldn't be spending $1,000 on a birthday party if you broke. And when I say broke, everybody has their own definition of broke. My definition of broke is you got to wait to get paid every payday. If you don't have money until payday, you're broke. If you got to keep waiting for money every time, then you're broke. That's my consideration of broke. If you live in check to check, then you're broke. So you shouldn't be spending $1,000 on a birthday party. You shouldn't be spending $1,000 on a cell phone for your 18-year-old or a 15-year-old, 10-year-old. No, none of that, right? And how do we really start this, guys, right? We got to start studying this. That's why I say get the book. Get the book, get the book, get the book. The book is going to be your guide. Okay? The book is going to be your guide. I think it's like $18 on Amazon. If you got Prime, it's free shipping. If not, I think it's like $5.99 for shipping. But that's going to be your guide, right? And it's going to be a guide for you too. Because the first letter is A. A is for assets. Assets. We need to accumulate assets. We accumulate too much liabilities. We need to accumulate assets. Assets, 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 assets. We need to accumulate. We need to accumulate assets. We need to accumulate assets, okay? We need to accumulate assets. And we need to understand debt versus liability. We need to understand what rich and wealth really truly looks like. It's not a bunch of bags. It's not a bunch of sneakers. It's not a bunch of belts. Now, yeah, we need clothes and stuff, but every weekend we buying new clothes. Every month we buying new clothes. Every month we got a new wig. Every month. No, right? Every day we should be looking at our money or how we can grow our money. We should be looking at our stock portfolio and saying, what stocks do I need to sell or what stocks do I need to buy. We should be looking at our real estate portfolio and saying, okay, well, what is in my real estate portfolio? Do I need to add a 2-family? Do I need to remove the 2-family? Do I need to sell? Like, Those are the conversations that we need to be having. You know, what business do I start? You know, do I start a low maintenance business? Do I start a high maintenance business? Do I start a brick and mortar or click to order? Like, those are the things that we need to talk about with our children. You know, encourage entrepreneurship. Encourage. Nothing wrong with a job, right? Nothing wrong with a job, right? But having a business, having a side business, having a side hustle that can bring you in on-demand money will save you a lot of headache. It'll save you a lot of heartache. It'll save you a lot of anxiety. It'll save you a lot of depression. So let's give our children more options. We only had the option to go to school and get a job. That was our only option. We can give our children more options, right? Yeah, go to school. You could go to college, you know, if it makes sense, because the college prices right now don't even make sense. If it makes sense to go to college to get a job that you truly want. Don't just go to college because, oh, mom wants you to go to college, or you're going to be the first person to go to college, but then you the first person with $100,000, $200,000 in debt that you can't pay back. That's so stupid, right? So nothing wrong with those things, but let's talk about a trade school, doing hair, HVAC, electrician, right? Plumbing, right? AI is here. You know, creating apps, you know, for people, creating apps for the nursing, you know, the nurses and the doctors and, you know, lawyers and, you know, all these different professions, right? Become a singer, become a dancer, become a cheerleader. I mean, there's so many, you know, start you a lemonade stand, start you a hair business, start you a book, sell a book, right? I mean, it's so many things that we can do to make money that we're only limiting ourselves when we say just go to school and go get a good job. Because those federal workers, they got a good job, but they ain't get paid. What's the point going to work and you can't get paid? I don't want to be a cop, correction officer. No, those jobs are for the dogs, for the fucking birds. You know what I'm saying? I don't like that job. You know what I'm saying? But again, friends, there's so many other ways. I mean, again, you could be a program manager, a product manager. You could be a PR person, like publicist. I mean, there's so many things. You could do glasses. You could, you know, be an obstetrician, dentist. I mean, there's so many, guys, that you can do outside of the. So I have an app called the School of Money and Wealth, and you can start getting into the app and download the PDF and start going through it with your children. Your child could be 5. Your child could be 10. Your child could be 15 years old. It's never too early to learn about money and success and wealth. It's never too early. It's never. Rich people, as soon as the baby got a birth certificate and a social security number, they're already putting money up for them in the market. They put $100,000, $1 million in the market. And then when they're 18, that's paying them out $100,000, $200,000 a year. It's crazy. It's crazy. We got the money. Black people, we are a $4 trillion people. We got the money. It's not that we don't got the money. We broke because we make ourselves broke. Your closet is full of shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? So we got the money. It's just we don't know what to do with money. All we do is spend it on weed, liquor, bullshit, parties. And that's our downfall. So get the ABCs of wealth building, join the app, and this is how you start teaching your children about money. You could talk to them every month about it. When y'all go out to eat, you could talk about it. When you cooking, you know, dinner, y'all can cook dinner together, y'all can talk about it. Y'all could be on y'all way to cheer practice, or that's how I do with my daughter. Like, on the way to cheer practice, we talking about it. You know, on the way we getting something to eat, I'm talking about it. Like, get it in. You know what I'm saying? Again, if your parents didn't talk to you about nothing about money, then it's your duty to talk to your children about money. This your girl, Coach Tanisha Marie. Hey guys, your girl here, Coach Tanisha Marie, and I am going to tell you about my Amazon influencer book, and you should get it. So basically, I've been an Amazon seller for over 8 years, and now I'm an Amazon influencer. And with the Amazon influencer, you're able to make passive residual income. Okay, you can make passive residual income with Amazon. So you're already shopping online. You're already buying stuff online. So I don't have to convince you to do that. All you now will have to do is learn how to get paid. So the difference between me and you is that I'm getting paid and you're not. So I'm going to teach you in this book how to get paid step by step, okay? And I show you how to double dip. What is double dipping? Meaning that you could be an Amazon influencer, stuff you're already buying that's in your home, you can start reviewing, and then you can also use those profits to now buy Amazon stock. And as Amazon stock continue to go up, guess what? You can make money. So literally in this book, guys, step by step, you can get on Amazon, or if you want a signed copy and a digital copy from me, you can go to my website and click on the link below. Click on the link below, and I'm going to show you how to become an Amazon influencer and make at least $1,000 a month from home.